This is news we can certainly all use this morning. We've all heard of CPR, of course, and we know the importance of having that training. But did you know you can also get a certificate in mental health first aid?
Yep, and here to tell us more about it is our BT correspondent, Megan Young. Meg, good morning.
Morning. So I don't know if you guys remember, but last Thursday it was World Mental Health Day. And one of my favorite things that one of my friends does on social media is once in a while randomly throws up a question, are we still talking about mental health?
Good.
And
Nice.
I think by having this segment too, it's just like we're continuing that conversation and showing also the world that there are these certifications that can kind of arm you with a little bit of common sense and a little bit of like tips and tricks to help people through a tough time.
But it can make all the difference in the world.
Oh yeah.
And it was a 2-day course. Here's a little look at what happened.
We're here at home in the Lightroom, which again always breathes so much life into me. But outside of meditation, which home is known for, there's something else that you guys do out of this space. Can we talk about the mental health first aid program?
Yeah, well, Stephanie and I are both mental health clinicians and educators, and we've been teaching a course called Mental Health First Aid for the last few years. And really what it is a 2-day first aid course, but that's specific to mental health. So just like how a lot of people take a physical first aid course, this one is all about mental health, which is really amazing.
We've seen such a culture shift with mental health. You know, at first it was really students in mental health programs and mental health degrees, and now we're seeing, you know, HR professionals take the course, we're seeing lawyers, we're seeing people who their families have just been touched by mental health and they want to know what to do.
Look at the statistics. About 1 in 5 people will experience their own mental health issue at some point in their lifetime. And so then if we go beyond that, then that means that most of us, if it's not us, it's our friend, it's our coworker, it's our family member. And so to be able to take a certificate where you can actually learn like practical skills and tips and strategies to help those people, it's really, I mean, it's huge. It has such wide-reaching benefits across society. So really the way that the course is divided, it's divided into 4 major sections. So the first section is substance use disorders, the second is mood disorders, the third is anxiety-based disorders, and then the fourth is psychotic-based disorders. And through each one of those 4 topics, we actually will go through what to notice, so signs and symptoms, and then some tips and strategies on how to actually apply first aid to those crises.
Can you share some tips that you learned, Meg?
So one of the things, I mean, you learn so much. One of my favorite ones was active listening, but another one that's very practical is if someone is going through a panic attack, you can take them through a breathing exercise. So one of the biggest things is, so say you're having a panic attack, I'm going to ask you, there's many steps to this, I'm going to condense it. I'm going to ask you, can I help? I know something. I know breathing can help a lot, and you don't. And even though you learn steps, you can paraphrase it and go through it in a moment. You're gonna not be thinking.
And just quickly, are there some signs that somebody's having a panic attack?
Well, a panic attack, it would usually be like elevated breathing, probably sweating, also just like a whole shutdown. And often people say it feels like a heart attack. So also they don't know, am I having a heart attack? But if you've determined it is a panic attack or safely assume it is one, you can just, one of the biggest things is I'm going to breathe with you, and so watch my hand, and follow with my hand. So take your hand and then just go and follow my hand and breathe in and breathe out. And
So
one
you're
of the
doing it together.
Doing it together and having them focus on something, so it takes their mind off of it. And one of the biggest things I learned is panic attacks tend to go no longer than 15 minutes. So if you can manage it within 15 minutes, don't take them to the emergency. They will understand they can control it themselves, and it will reduce the chances of future panic attacks.
Coping
Oh,
mechanisms.
wonderful. Yeah, excellent. Well, thank you very much.
Thank
Meg. We
you.
Thank
appreciate
you so
it.
much. For more information, you did mention it's a 2-day course. It runs like 8:30 to
3:30, yes. Yeah.
And it runs like almost $300, just under?
Just under, I believe, but there's a lot more information on the website mhfa.ca.
Thank
And
you so
home
much.
is HOAME, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
That's
Great tips. Thank you.